Okay. So the Yankees again lost today. And and I just wanted to talk about the what's going on. To me, I think that the Yankees just need to just reset completely. Reset, reload, maybe dig into the farm system a little more. Because there's something's not working, and we just lost to the Reds, and that's not something you want to admit to. You don't want to admit you lost to the Reds, no matter how good their pitcher was on that day. You don't want to admit it. But as somebody who's grown up in New York, grown up a Yankee fan, you know, obviously I didn't start watching baseball until well later on in life. So I didn't start watching until I was in elementary school, like 5th grade. So obviously my judgment might be a little bit clouded, but the way I see it is I think this current team is almost as bad, if not worse, than the 2016 Yankees, who didn't even make the playoffs that year, and might be as bad as the 23 Yanks. And obviously they still have a winning record, right? But that's not what I mean by they're a bad team. What I mean is right now they are playing like they were in 23 and 16, and that just cannot happen. You cannot play that bad and expect to win. And just the fact that when repeatedly the past few games they've had runners in scoring position and they just cannot execute any runs. They cannot produce any runs. Their production is terrible. Their pitching is getting bad. We had to call up a guy from AAA that had a shitty ERA from the start just to try to help, and he sucked. And now I think Cashman and Boone and all those Yankee front office guys and staff need to come together and be like, okay, what do we need to do to improve this team's odds of winning a World Series or making another deep run into postseason? What do we need to do? So, the way I see it, I think you need to trade some guys. Definitely need to trade some guys. From right now, I don't know who you can trade. I've always been the type of guy that's never liked Marcus Stroman. I think we need to dump him. And he's not on the major league team right now, just because he's hurt. But he had a rehab assignment game and he did terrible. And I think he needs to be traded. I even say you could trade. I don't know. Trade that Winians guy that we just put in that game. He's obviously not the right fit from what I've seen so far in that one game, at least. But I don't know who we need to trade. All I know is that there needs to be trades. We need to make some moves at the deadline, and if they don't, then I don't know how much longer I can sit here and watch the Yankees just play awful. And I seriously last year I thought we were gonna win it all. And that may be just because I didn't get to really watch them win the World Series in 2009, so it was my first time watching them play in a World Series, so it was kind of a, cool moment for me to be able to watch them play in their first World Series. But I honestly thought they were going to win. I thought that team was great last year. And I don't think that was just because of Juan Soto. I think it was just a collection of a bunch of things. Juan Soto helped, and I will admit that he did help. But I don't think it was because of Juan Soto. And the whole argument is you guys only made it to the World Series because of Juan Soto is BS. You don't make it to the World Series because of one guy. And that whole mentality is just a terrible mentality for any player, any coach, any athlete to have. Is you don't make it just because of one guy. You don't. It's a team collective effort. Everybody on that team last year did their part in some way or form to make it to the World Series. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton hit some clutch home runs and hit some clutch hits to get us into the World Series. Juan Soto, yes, he hit that home run to give us the game-winning runs, but okay, yeah, that was great. But again, I don't think we made it just because of Juan Soto. But back to this current year and the outlook I have on the current season. I'm very optimistic. It honestly hurts because I think I've just gotten used to the Yankees just being somewhat decent and making it to the playoffs, and it's just like, are we even, like, at the rate we're going, we might not even make the playoffs if we keep losing this way. So I think that the front office needs to come together and be like, do we need to make moves? And unfortunately, I don't think Cashman's going to do that. I think he's an idiot. And if the Yankees see this, if Cashman sees this, and they probably won't, but if they do, and I want the Yankees to hear this, and if you can, anybody, share this to them, especially this clip, if you can. Cashman, Yankees, Hale Steinbrenner. Excuse my language here, but you guys might be the biggest pieces of dog shit, fucking awful ass ownership / front office ever. You guys suck. I've hated you guys for a while now, and I don't know how much I can watch this because it pisses me off the fact that we never can get past the first round or the second round, or most of the time we can't even make it out of our league because our team sucks. And it's because of Steinbrenner, it's because of Cashman, right? Those guys are the ones that are giving the contracts. It's not the players. The players might not be producing, but at the end of the day, the ownership and the front offices are the guys that are giving the contracts out and just throwing money around. And yes, you are a big market team, but why are we not going out there and actually getting, guys that are young and talented and not guys that are in their 40s, and that's no disrespect on Paul Goldschmidt, because I know a lot of you are going to automatically assume that I'm talking about Goldschmidt. No, I love Goldschmidt. I think he's a great guy. But we can't keep signing these old guys and expect to win. We can't keep signing these injury-prone guys and expect to win. So again, Hill, Brian, Yankees, scouts, please do something. Get off your ass and do something for New York. I mean, seriously, the last time y'all actually tried to do anything and actually win was when and this might